We had excellent teachers, as Kumar talked about and as Rashmi spoke about. Dr. N. Krishnamurthy and M.D. Prasad in civil engineering, Professor Satyanarayan Rao, Professor Dhananjaya and Professor Jairam in electrical, Professor Abrameya, Professor Ananta Padmanabha and Sitaram in mechanical, Professor Ramurthy and Vamanamurthy in mathematics, Professor Gundarao in chemistry and Professor Anantram in physics. These are some of the names that come to every one of us when we think of all the wonderful things that happened to us at NIE. Setting aside humility, I must say that I contributed as much as I could do to NIE by winning almost every debate that I participated in. I won the general knowledge competitions, the spelling competitions, the spelling bee competition, etc. At the city level, the state level and the country level, all raising the flag of NIE, and that's something I'm very, very proud of. While classes were very lively at NIE, they were not mandatory. There was only one thing mandatory when you were a student of NIE, I think many of you remember that, and that is making sure that you went to this Kalra Bhavan and had your 3x7 coffee with 1 tea or something like that. That was the only thing that was mandatory. That's where all the important talk took place about the college. And the days, we used to have the South Indian tour, the North Indian tour, etc., etc. They were all wonderful. Those days were really wonderful. What was the cost of all these wonderful experiences that I have had, the wonderful education that I had, wonderful friends that I had, the wonderful teachers that I had? At today's exchange rate, a student just paid $5 a year, just $5 a year for his or her education. That's something. In my case, I was even luckier. I had got the national scholarship from my pre-university days, therefore, the government of India gave me money. I didn't pay any money to the college and I got 100 rupees per month, which is equal to about 1 lakh rupee per month today. How did all of this happen? These things happen simply because the founding fathers of the country realized that higher education is the foundation on which the future of the country is built. And who subsidized the cost of imparting education to students at NIE? They were the poor farmers, the poor factory workers, and the government servants, the government officers or clerks. Because those days, the exemption limit was very, very low. Therefore, even if you are getting a very low salary, you still pay taxes. And part of those taxes went to provide education for all of us sitting here and all of you sitting there. Why did the poor farmer, the factory worker, the government servants agree to pay for your education, pay for my education? That was a very important assumption. And that assumption was that we too would contribute to make the country stronger by making each of these institutions stronger, by enabling opportunities for a larger number of youngsters so that they too could become engineers, they too could become very useful and productive citizens of the country. So therefore, I think we must be grateful to NIE and the nation for all these wonderful things that have happened to us. Without the education that we got from the National Institute of Engineering, I don't think any of us sitting here, barring my good friend B. Jagdish, who went to another college, but his wife Anu is from NIE, therefore we all know High Command is there with us. I mean, the reality is simply this, that without the education that we received, I don't think we could have been in the situation that we are in today. Therefore, as responsible citizens, as responsible people from India, or people of Indian origin, we have a tremendous responsibility to contribute whatever we can. As Shivgopal said, it's not the amount that matters. I think that amount will add up. Every drop is very important. But what is important for us is recognition by you that you are connected with this institution called NIE, that this institution has in some sense played a very important role in your life. So therefore, if you get reconnected, if you were to show your concern for the welfare and health of this second mother of yours, then I do think that everybody in this place would breathe better. And as all of you know, tomorrow, if your child were to ask, what did you do for this, for your alma mater? Because those children are all going to colleges here, and I have served on the boards of several universities in this country, and I know how important it is to do fundraising. Therefore, if one of your children were to ask you, what did you do for your alma mater? I don't think you would be happy to say that I have progressed quite a lot, but I have left my institutional mother in ill health and deep poverty. Therefore, my friends, our request is that just as people on this side have realized the importance of strengthening NIE, I would request every one of you to reconnect with NIE in some way and just show a token of your affection, a token of your bond, a token of your gratitude to this institution by contributing whatever you can. Because at the end of the day, remember that a civilized society is one where every individual makes everything possible to make the life of the next generation better. So therefore, it is as civilized alumni of the National Institute of Engineering, it is our responsibility to do whatever little we can to ensure that the next generation of students get better quality education, have better equipment, have better buildings, have better research facilities, better library, etc. Friends, I have no doubt at all, knowing I may have met so many of you here, I have no doubt at all that every one of you belong to the highest class of civilized persons. You have brought excellent name to India, and therefore I am confident that in your own way, doesn't matter how small that it is, you will show a token of your gratitude to this institutional mother. Thank you.